A little while ago, we spent a lot of time in a city in Colombia, which probably is one of the most eccentric cities in the world. And that city, my friends, is Cali, Santiago de Cali, the salsa capital of the world. But apart from this, we are going to share five, like we always do, eccentric things about Cali. Number one, salsa is really famous in Cali, and you might think that yes, there is salsa in the clubs, people dance salsa, but it goes way beyond that. Salsa is almost everywhere. Salsa in the taxis that you drive, salsa on the streets that you walk, salsa in the houses of your friends that you visit, salsa in the clubs, obviously. So, literally, you are listening to salsa almost every day on a regular basis. That's how crazy Cali is about salsa. Number two, so it's not just salsa that is eccentric about Cali, there is something else as well. If you go and travel in the city, you will see that there are parks, there are many of them, but two of them which are really famous are Parque de la Gato and Parque de la Perro. It literally means park of cats and park of dogs. So for cat and dog lovers, this is probably one of the best city in the world. You will enjoy the structures of cats in Parque de la Gato and also the dog statue at Parque de la Perro. But to me, it's a bit eccentric that a city loves cats and dogs so much that it has immortalized them in the landscape. But it's a fantastic thing, and I'm sure that you will all love it. Number three, where are the prettiest girls in Colombia? Now, this is an eccentric debate to have, but people in Cali seem to be so obsessed with it. They will defend that girls in Cali are the most beautiful. Now, in my personal opinion, girls all over Colombia are really pretty. But it's an eccentric argument to have every time you go into a restaurant or in a taxi. So I'm putting it out there for all of you guys to know. Number four, did you know? If you are two guys traveling in Cali and if you have a bike, a motorcycle, and if you're going to go out, your friend cannot ride pillion with you. Strange, right? But again, this is Cali. The authorities do not allow two men to travel together on a motorcycle because there was an increase in crime of robbery where two young men on a bike would come and snatch stuff away from people who were pedestrians, and that is why there is a rule, there is a law that two men rather cannot travel on the same motorcycle. So if you have a friend and both of you are guys, probably one of you has to take the bus, or maybe you have to buy two bikes if you are staying in Cali. It's eccentric, but people, it's true. Number five, partying is cheaper than going out and having good dinner in Cali. Now, most cities across the world, dinner is cheaper than going out and partying, but not in Cali. It's an eccentric city. So if you go out for a party to a salsa club or anywhere else, at the most you have to pay about 10 or 15,000 pesos to get inside, which is about $3 or $4. However, if you want to have good dinner, you could probably end up paying much more than that, 25,000 pesos to say the least. It could be higher than that as well. But if you have to go and party, it's a great place to be, and I'm not complaining. I'm just letting you know that it is an eccentric city and I like it the way it is. So those were the five eccentric things about Cali. Guys, like, share, subscribe us, and do everything else that you can with the Eccentrics channel. And these are our links, you can follow them as well. If you have any questions, do ask us in the comments. If you want to share something about Cali, do that as well. And we will get back to you as soon as we can. Until that time, people, stay eccentric. Bye-bye.